everyone, how are you doing? Right, the video that you're going to see now is basically me starting the front room. So I've decided that the front room needs sorting out. I've already done it once, but I didn't do anything structural. Like, I haven't changed the carpet since I moved in, so the carpet's coming up, and I'm going to tell you now what I'm doing to the front room. And you're probably gonna, some of you are going to think I'm nuts. Some of you are going to not be surprised. Some of you might say, "Oh, that's a good idea, Sarah," but I bet that's probably probably the few. So the first thing you need to know is I've knocked the fire out. So the fire now is not there. I had to dismantle everything, knock everything out. I didn't film every single piece of it because it just would have been ridiculous. But I've filmed a few bits for you, which I'll be showing you towards the end of this video. But the floor is the project, everyone, because I'm not changing any. I've got no desire to change any of the furniture or anything, so was keeping the furniture but the floor. Right, I'll just come out with it. The floor is going to be a mock-up of a tile design that I'm making. I've still not finished it yet. You'll see me working on it next. So I mocked something up. So I'm going to cast that in rubber. And I'm going to lay it on the floor at certain parts. I need to make a border. So for that, I've been to the graveyard and I'm taking inspiration from some of the gravestones. So I've actually took a rubbing on a gravestone and I'm going to be utilising that. But I want something that's a bit more of a border design. And I tried to come up with something myself and there's just nothing up here. So I just thought, you know what? I really love the cemetery. I love the graveyards and I love the writing on them and everything, which brings me to the next part. So I'll take inspiration from that. So we've still got to find it. So this weekend, I think Sunday, we might nip out to a graveyard, beautiful one, and see what we can find. That's that. But the other part of the floor is going to be gravestones. Yeah. So in a video about 18 months ago, I went to Cheddarton Cemetery and I took a load of gravestone rubbings. And then I went to find the grave of Robert Ashcroft, MP for Oldham, who's got a statue. It's the other fella in the statue in Oldham, Alexandra Park. So Robert Ashcroft's grave, I found that after many years of searching. I've got a rubbing of that. I've got Eli Lee's. I've got Eli Lee's. John Platt. I've got Samuel... Josiah Radcliffe. I've got who else? I've got John Dodd, who owned the what's it called? That bloody the Hollies. I don't know why my brain. I've got some of the Hollies brick outside. That I went to the site and got it, and I thought I'm going to take that. So they're gravestones. I'm mocking them up, and they're going to form the front room floor. And I think it's a brilliant idea. What I wanted was blanket gravestones, and I might even do that yet. I might save the tile that I've designed for the border, and the centre of the room might all be gravestones. I've got the graves to do it. There's many more in Cheddarton Cemetery. Did I mention the black on me is from Diamere? Did I mention that? I don't know if I did. I did a take before this, and I can't even remember. And anyway, so yeah. That's what we're doing. We're going to lay gravestones. I've already started working on it. It's in this video, everyone. I will formulate the letters from all of that. I'll be speeding up some of it where relevant. Shall I just get on with it? Let's just get on with it because it's 4 minutes already, this, and I'm not just shut up. So let me know what you think at the end. Right, everyone. We're starting with me showing you the mock-up of the tile. So what I did is I was sat in bed the other night and I just started drawing on this piece of wood. I started with that square in the middle there, and what I'm doing, I keep vacuuming it because the dust makes it impossible to see the lines. But yeah, I started with this square and then I just sort of went with a ruler and I just drew out and just went from there really, and ended up with this shape. There wasn't any real inspiration for this, just what I came up with. What I'm doing with that Dremel, I'm trying to sort of gouge out the shape of the star, the bits that I want it to protrude. So if you think about it this way, the bits that I'm Dremeling out is where the tile, what's that stuff, the grout, that's where the grout's going to go. And all the other bits are going to be different colours. So I'm going to be painting them like pink, blue,
lilacs, all these different beautiful colours. It sounds vile. Might put some orange in there and all. It sounds vile. When I told Michael, he cringed, but I went, but it'll look nice. It will, it'll look nice. I'm going to do the grout gold. I've already been looking at some grout stuff in Almirad. But yeah, you see the various different stages pretty soon. We go on to, there you go. So I've cut out the side bits now. And all I'm doing is just reinforcing those gouges, because when I set it in the rubber, I want it to sort of stick out as much as possible. So all I've got to do then is paint it and fill it with the, the grout, and take it from there. When I've sped this up and I've done a voiceover, because this is me essentially covering Eli's gravestone with a clear window film. The reason why I've done that is because I want to reinforce the letters so I can cut them out. And from cutting them out, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to put them on top of some clay, and I'm going to cut around the clay, and then you'll see that in the next segment of the video, but I'm going to cut around the clay to create as close a copy as possible as I can to the actual grave rubbing that I took on the day. So you'll see. Oh my God. I know I'm talking a bit too soon, but that is looking pretty friggin' perfect to me. Look at that. And I've done the eye over there. By the way, I don't mean to sound like Chris the Butcher when I say look at that. Because he says look at it. I'm not trying to sound like Chris the Butcher. I realise I do it as well, but not in the same vein. So what I've worked out as well, everyone, is... I'm really excited with that. Right, I'm going to show you on the M how I do it. Alright then, so we're going to start by rolling a ball. Get a roller, roll it out. You can see me putting the paper on. You just literally cut around. Nice and easy. And at the end you're left with a fabulous shape. This was pretty difficult to cut out, this one though, but the others are fairly simple. Right everybody, you can see that it's already starting to dry out. It's going to dry light. So this is the best copy I could possibly do, as I've taken it from the grave cutting. This is a little bit wonky. Trying to get it in the best shape that I can, but it just is what it is, everyone. However, happy with it. It'll dry like that. That's all good. And then what I can do, I can get my... I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to touch it because I want it to firm up. But what I can do is I can get my Dremel on it. But this one looks better. It looks better. That font's better. This is like a plain font, but that's the font that's on the grave. So it is what it is. But I wish it was all in the top one, because that looks far more effective. But we're getting there. So the rest of it is going to be a job, because we've got all of that to do. Werneth Park, Oldham, the date, everything. But I've done enough for today, everyone. The thing is with a job like this, if you do too much too soon, if you try and do it all, you'll just make balls up of it. So the best thing to do is just to leave it now, leave it to cook overnight. It should hopefully be set in the morning. What I'll do is I'll come up, turn it over, and then I'll do some more. And then this weekend we're going to lay the first grave, or we're going to start casting some of the... I'm just waiting for the mould. So as soon as I get the mould, I can start casting the cornerstones. I'm going to start from the... You know what? I'll tell you another day. Nice night, everyone. Morning, everybody. We're up in the attic. See that bird on top of Adrian and Michael's roof? Look at it with its wings. Look at it. It's a crow. Oh, look. Can you hear me? Look. Anyway, oh, there's two of them. It's not his wing. It's two. There's two of them. Anyway, the weather's looking nice today, everyone, but it's not garden weather. There's nothing left for me to do outside that garden. Well, apart from point it and paint some of the pots. But today, it's all about
Well, actually today, by the way, it's 7 a.m, but today is all about doing some bloody work. But aside of work, when we finish, we've got this to do. So these are the letters. Let's just give them a turn over. So I'm just being very careful with them because I don't want to snap them or anything. They've got to really firm up. You can see, if you look on this one, you can see where it's still wet in the middle underneath. It's just, so by turning it over, hopefully this should, well, not hopefully, I know it will, because it makes common sense, and I've done it with the pieces. So there we go. So now this will dry out. I like the colour, you know. Let's have a close look at the colour. That colour is very graveyard colour, isn't it? Very gravestone colour, should I say. But it does need, I'm going to go over it with a Dremel and just make them, you know, nicer. It's going to be an effort, you know, doing this floor, everyone. Really is going to be an effort. But hopefully it should pay off. Oh, right, I'm going to get down this ladder now. Right, everybody, so it's Friday night. Well, not Friday night, it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'm going to try and start clearing the fire out behind here. You'll be able to see it when I'm doing it, but let me go and get my phone and I can show you. Right, so this is the situation. Here we go. So all of that, and I think it's right up from the top to the floor, so it's quite a lot. It's coming out of this side. This metal plate here is the only thing that's stopping that from falling all over. Now I'm fairly confident if I do that, there we go, that gives me access to it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put my respirator on, which I've got here, I'll show you. So that's me, my respirator. I'm going to get it on. I don't like wearing it, but I don't want to breathe this dust in. And I'm just going to get that little shovel. I'm just going to take my time, everyone, and do bag after bag after bag. And then once I've got down as far as I can, I'm going to knock the side out and hopefully pull this out. That's the idea. Whether it works or not, I don't know. Right, everybody, this is the moment of truth. This is where either it's going to bring the chimney down or it's going to go just like that. I need to put these big chunks in the garden bin, I think. Yeah, I think they can go in the garden bin. I'll be back. Right, everybody, I've sort of hit a bit of a dead end now because, try as I might, I'm struggling to get these bits off the side even when I whack them with the hammer. So I've decided I'm going to go to range. And like in there as well, can you see those bits? They need hammering out. So once I've done that, I think, if we look at the condition of it, everyone, I quite like it. I think I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to tile it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to
clean the brick. I don't know how I do that yet. I think you use brick acid. Listen, if there's anybody watching this that can give me a bit of an helping hand, what do I get? Then please do, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the brick acid, then I'm going to lay the concrete. Well, I say I'm going to do the brick acid. I don't know what I'm going to do, but this video is going to go out tonight because I need help. And I'm going to go to range, get some stuff to chisel. Where the hell? I'm going to go to range. I'm going to get some stuff to chisel that off, clean out the edges in there, finish sweeping that out. I think my mask has worked well, but I also think it's quite dusty in here. But I've vacked up and everything, and I've done as much as I can. Okie dokie, everybody. I've been to... Oh, my clock's working now. Where have I been? I've been to range, and I bought this lump hammer, I think it is. Well, it's a club hammer, and this, which I think should hopefully get this off here. Probably should put some safety shoes on, shouldn't I? Right, everybody, just to wrap up today's video then, or this week's video, should I say. This is the gaping hole that we're left with. So I've still got some work that I need to do down here, but I'm doing that tomorrow. I'm not doing anything else tonight now. It is colder in this room now, and I think that's obviously because the chimney is just, you know, it's cold. The chimney's letting the cold up. So I think what I'm going to have to do is think about boarding this up for the interim if I want to sit in this front room. So tomorrow night I might board this up a little bit and then just sort it out so I can actually sit in here again. I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. These bags need to go to the tip tomorrow. That's all the stuff that I took out from the inside. There's a bag of brick there. And that's it, everyone. I think I'm going to call it quits at that. Get this video through the editing thing and upload. Oh, and remember, anyone, if you know what I can do with those bricks, I don't know, I might even just scrub them off, you know. I might just brush them off with a wire brush and leave them black. I quite like them. There's also something there that I've noticed. I don't know if you can see it, but it's I think it's a gas pipe. So that's a bit dodgy. There. Can you see it? Right there. It's capped off. But I'm gonna have to see what that's all about. Hopefully it's not attached to anything, but if it is, I'm going to have it disattached because I don't know. Well, it's had a blazing fire outside of it for many years, so it's been all right, but yeah. Anyway, right, I'll get that looked into, but that aside, we've still got quite a bit of a job on. What I want to do is, once I've decided what I'm doing with these bricks, I can then, either way I can get on. I might even cement the half tomorrow, everybody. Sorry for filming the floor there. I might even do the hearth. I've got a fabulous idea for an hearth. And there's no reason why I can't do it. So maybe tomorrow we'll strip the carpet back and get going with that. Maybe we'll even put down our first graveyard tomb after that. I don't know. We'll see, everyone. But meanwhile, I'll see you tomorrow.